Baxter, Strokestown, Roscommon, South Leitrim.
Delegates, I'm supporting this motion. As someone who's been on the NEC and often been critical of our party's organisation, or in many cases the lack of it, I have to say that I am impressed by the Commission's recommendations, of which I had no part, I should have to say. For example, the new Executive Board. I've long believed that the role of the NEC is to act as the board of the Labour Party. To try and have effective, timely decision-making with an organisation of some 30 members is a virtual impossibility, which I put up with for 2 years and no more. Thank you. The recommendations on regional organisation for those of us in marginal developing constituencies are crucial, I believe, to the party. I'd like to take this opportunity to also welcome that we've announced a candidate for the North West. We often call on the government to take regional development seriously. It's time we as a party did likewise. We have Barth Nua the Éireann. It's time Barth Guerrero Mriher about regional organisation in the party. And I think this Commission's report will help that. Removing the ban on candidates being on the organisation subcommittee is also most welcome. However, I too have some reservations. If I might just use a mathematical concept, the proposals in this report are most definitely necessary, but they're not sufficient. They don't go far enough. And a couple of things that will need to be addressed. First of all, they mainly deal with structure. They don't go down to the next level, and it's a failing we share in common with many organisations. We don't look at the detailed processes and procedures. That's something that the incoming NEC is going to have to address. The whole area of implementation, and the report does make some mention about this, the key to how this thing moves ahead is whether or not we follow through and deliver on the recommendations, and that's the role of the incoming NEC. The Commission's done its job. It's now time to hand it over to those people to implement it. Delegates, De Valera famously said that Labour can wait. In the last few weeks, we've seen the debunking of a couple of myths of Irish politics. One, that Fianna Fáil serves the interests of the plain people of Ireland. And secondly,
Hughie, would you conclude, please?
Secondly, that Fianna Fáil and they alone can manage this country's affairs, both economically and financially. Well, the Emperor's, or should I say the Taoiseach's, new clothes have been well and truly laid bare in that regard. For me, delegates, the purpose of this document, of this conference, of our party, is to do what we have so far failed to do, is to take our rightful place among the democracies of Western Europe and be in contention for Labour to be the majority party of government. And I do believe, notwithstanding some of the reservations that I respect the people who voiced them, I do believe that this document represents a major step forward in that regard. Thank you.